The shocking truth about avocados. After 60. What if the food you trust most is quietly turning against you? What if something you eat every day with love and good intentions was slowly hurting you without a single warning sign? This isn't a scare tactic. This is a truth too many people find out too late. For years, avocados have been celebrated as nature's miracle, good for your heart, your cholesterol, your skin, your brain, and that's all true when used wisely. But here's what no one told you. Avocados can also interfere with medications, trigger hidden allergies, cause digestive distress, even raise the risk of serious complications, especially in people over 60. Not because avocados are bad, but because we were never taught how to eat them safely at this age, in this season of life. If you or someone you love eats avocados regularly, this video could protect your health more than any vitamin in your cabinet. You're about to discover the untold truth about this beloved fruit and the simple changes that could turn it back into the healing gift it was always meant to be. Joe is 78. He's the kind of man who keeps his shirts ironed and his garden neat. The kind of man who still ties his shoes the old-fashioned way. And for the last 12 years, Joe has had the same morning ritual. Half an avocado, a slice of whole-grain toast, sprinkle of sea salt, sometimes a poached egg if he's feeling fancy. He smiles as he eats, thinking, I'm doing something good for my heart. He started after his cardiologist told him, add more good fats. So he did, day after day, year after year. And honestly, he felt proud, like he was choosing life, one bite at a time. But a few months ago, Joe noticed something strange. He started waking up more tired. His legs felt heavy, his digestion off, not dramatically, just different. Sometimes his blood pressure readings would spike out of nowhere. His daughter, worried, took him to the doctor. They ran tests, adjusted meds. Everything looked fine on paper, but something deep down felt off. That's when Joe's daughter asked a question that changed everything. Could it be the avocado? He laughed. Avocados? The healthy stuff? That's the one thing I know I'm doing right. But the truth is, even the healthiest foods, if misunderstood, can quietly become the thing that holds us back. Avocados aren't the villain here. They're still one of nature's most beautiful gifts. But like all gifts, they come with instructions. And most of us were never given the guidebook. We were told, eat good fats. But we weren't told what good means when you're 60, 70, or 80. We weren't told that what heals one person might harm another, depending on our digestion, medications, and biology. Grandpa Joe's story isn't rare. In fact, it's quietly common, because we've all been sold the same idea. If something is healthy, more is better. But is that really true? In the next part of this journey, we'll gently question one of the biggest assumptions we've made about food and uncover the quiet dangers of putting too much faith in a label that simply says, good for you. We've all heard it before. Avocados are healthy. Olive oil is healthy. Dark chocolate is healthy. But here's a gentle truth that many of us have learned too late in life. There's no such thing as a food that's healthy for everyone, in every situation, in every amount. It's a beautiful illusion, and a dangerous one. We want to believe in superfoods, things that will save us, protect us, fix what aging has complicated. We want to believe that by putting the right thing on our plate, we can undo the wrongs. And sometimes we can. But even nature's best offerings require understanding. Even sunlight, when too much, can burn. Even water, when overdone, can drown. Even healthy food, when misused, can confuse the body. For years, we've been taught to look at food in black and white. Good versus bad. Clean versus processed. Healthy versus harmful. But the reality: food is a relationship. It's not about the food. It's about you, your age, your digestion, your medications, your unique needs. When we were younger, we could get away with more. Eat late, eat heavy, skip meals. Our bodies were resilient, adaptive. But as the decades pass, our systems become more delicate. Still strong, but more responsive to nuance. And that's not weakness. That's wisdom. So what does that mean for foods like avocados? It means we need to stop asking, is this food healthy? And start asking, is this food healthy for me right now, in this season of life? That's a different kind of question. It's quieter, more personal, and it's the kind of question that could save you from years of unexplained symptoms, medication misfires, and unnecessary discomfort. Because the truth is, even good things, if not timed right, portioned right, or paired with the right knowledge, can quietly steal your energy, your clarity, even your well-being, and you wouldn't even know it's happening. That's what makes this conversation so important. Not to scare you, but to give you back the control that labels and headlines took away. Because you live with your body. You feel what happens after the meal. And when something's off, you deserve to know where to look and what to adjust. So let's go deeper. Let's look at this humble green fruit, not with fear, but with wisdom. Because there are 5 powerful truths about avocados that almost no one talks about, and they could change everything. We're now entering the heart of this journey. The moment where the avocado you know may no longer be the avocado you think you know. Because this fruit, so often praised, so often recommended, carries with it quiet truths that most people never hear. Not because they're hidden, but because we're not taught to ask. Let's explore 5 of those truths. 1. Allergies you never knew you had. Latex and the green fruit. Did you know that if you're allergic to latex, there's a chance you may also react to avocados? This is called latex fruit syndrome, a surprising cross-reaction where the immune system confuses certain plant proteins with the same ones found in natural rubber. And here's the concern. Latex sensitivity often builds up over time. Nurses, caregivers, kitchen workers, anyone who's worn gloves for decades may have it, without knowing. Symptoms can start small: a tingling tongue, itchy lips, a strange tightness in the throat after eating guacamole, but they can escalate, especially with repeated exposure. And because it's not an obvious food allergy, most people never suspect the avocado. It couldn't be the avocado, they think. It's healthy. 2. Persin, nature's tiny toxin. Avocados naturally contain a compound called persin. It's a fungicide, the plant's built-in defense system. Now, the levels in the flesh are small and usually safe for humans. But here's what's often missed. In test tubes, persin has shown the ability to damage DNA in human cells. That doesn't mean it harms us in small doses, but it does mean we should be aware, especially if we're eating a whole avocado every day, or if our liver is already working hard processing medications or chronic conditions. People with weakened liver function, seniors on multiple prescriptions, or those with certain genetic sensitivities may struggle more to process compounds like persin. So the message here isn't fear, it's balance. Maybe your body would appreciate 3 days on, 2 days off. Give it time to rest, reset, and respond. 3. The calorie trap. When healthy turns heavy. Here's something most people never calculate. 1 avocado, 320 calories. Add it to your toast, that's an extra 160. In your smoothie, another 200. A few chips with guac, you've easily hit 600 extra calories, and it's only breakfast. Even healthy fats are still fats. And for aging bodies, where metabolism slows and appetite signals shift, overdoing good fats can quietly lead to weight gain, blood sugar imbalance, and joint pressure. But it's healthy, we say. Yes, but so is moderation. Start by measuring just 1/3 of a medium avocado per serving, around 80-100 calories. It's not about guilt. It's about giving your body exactly what it needs, no more, no less. 4. Medication interactions. The hidden conflict. Now, this is the one almost no one talks about. Avocados can interfere with certain medications, especially the ones older adults take regularly. Here's how. They're rich in vitamin K, which can affect blood-thinning medications like warfarin. They're also very high in potassium, which can be dangerous when combined with certain heart or blood pressure drugs. The fiber in avocados, while beneficial, can slow absorption of diabetes medications, reducing their effectiveness. And in some cases, the healthy fats can enhance insulin sensitivity to a point that makes blood sugar management unstable. No, avocados don't cancel your prescriptions, but they can change the way your medications behave, especially if your intake suddenly increases or decreases. Please talk to your doctor before making avocado a daily habit. A 2-minute conversation could save you from weeks of feeling off without knowing why. 5. Your body's whisper. Sensitivity over time. This last one isn't about science, it's about listening. Over the years, your body changes, your digestion slows, your enzyme production decreases, and foods that were once easy to process, like avocados, might now leave you feeling full, bloated, or gassy. This isn't failure, it's wisdom, and it's your body asking you to adjust. Some people experience bloating, diarrhea or constipation, headaches from histamine sensitivity, especially with overripe avocados, mild fatigue, a sense of something's off after eating. These aren't signs to panic. They're signs to pause, pay attention, and possibly pivot. Keeping a food journal for 1-2 weeks can reveal patterns. Your body's been trying to tell you. Now, you're ready to listen. So now we know the truth. Not to fear the avocado, but to meet it with care. But how do we tell when it's starting to work against us? What signs does your body give before the symptoms get louder? In the next section, we'll gently walk through how to know if your avocado habit is helping or hurting. You've done everything right. You chose whole foods. You stayed away from processed junk. You added avocado to your meals because every article said it was heart-healthy, brain-boosting, age-defying. And yet, you feel tired. Your digestion seems slower. Your joints ache more than usual. Your blood pressure jumps without warning, and deep down, a quiet question forms. Could it be the food I trust the most? It sounds impossible, even ridiculous, but it's not. And avocados, like many powerful foods, can become problematic not immediately, but gradually. You won't find a bold warning label. There's no red flag on the fruit. But the signals are there, if we've learned how to read them. Common early signs your body may be overwhelmed. Subtle bloating or digestive discomfort after eating. New skin changes, rashes, breakouts, or dryness. Mild fatigue that lingers even after rest. Feeling off after a meal, like your energy dips rather than lifts. A tight throat or mouth tingling, a sign of mild food sensitivity. Unexplained blood pressure swings. Heaviness after eating, even with small portions, none of these scream danger. But they gently knock at your awareness. We tend to blame age, or stress, or maybe I didn't sleep well. But sometimes, it's simply the accumulation of something your body isn't metabolizing well anymore. And avocado, despite its wonderful reputation, can be one of those things, especially when eaten too frequently or in large amounts. But why would it turn against me? Because you're not the same person you were 10 years ago. Your liver works harder now. Your digestion is more sensitive. Your medications may interact with things they didn't before. This isn't about weakness. This is about evolution, about aging with awareness, not resistance. And when you listen to your body, truly listen, what once felt confusing begins to make sense. You may realize that random headache comes after overripe avocados, that you sleep better when you skip them 2 days a week, that half an avocado sits fine, but a whole one drags you down, that you feel clearer, lighter, more grounded when you respect the rhythm your body's asking for. You don't have to give up avocados, but if any of these signs feel familiar, if some part of you whispered, "Yes, that's me," during this section, then maybe, just maybe, it's time to shift from habit to mindfulness, to eat with your eyes open, to love your food, but not blindly. So if avocados can become a burden when misunderstood, how do we bring them back to being a blessing? In the next part, we'll gently walk through exactly how to enjoy avocados safely, how much, how often, how to pair them wisely with your medications and meals, so they remain the gift nature intended them to be. Now that we've explored the risks, the signals, the quiet warnings your body may be sending, let's pause, breathe, and remember this truth: avocados are not the enemy. In fact, when eaten mindfully, they can still be one of your greatest allies. They're rich in heart-healthy fats, full of potassium, packed with antioxidants, and they support aging bodies beautifully when respected, not overused. So how do we enjoy them in a way that heals, not harms? 1. Start with simplicity. Understand portion wisdom. Let's begin with the part most of us overlook. How much is enough? A full avocado contains around 320 calories. But what your body likely needs, especially if you're over 60, is much less. The sweet spot? Just 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado, 3 to 4 times per week. That small portion delivers healthy fats, potassium for blood pressure, antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin for your eyes, and better absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K when paired with other vegetables. More is not always better. Sometimes, just enough is the most healing dose. 2. Use avocado as a substitute, not an addition. This is where many well-meaning people go wrong. They eat their regular meals and add avocado on top, layered over cheese, beside rich dressings, or inside calorie-heavy smoothies. Instead, Try this. Replace butter or mayo with avocado. Use it instead of cheese in sandwiches. Add slices to your salad, but skip the heavy vinaigrettes. Blend a spoonful into soup in place of cream. This one mindset shift, substitution over addition, can save your heart, your weight, and your digestive ease. 3. Practice safe preparation. It's not just about what you eat, but how few people realize. The bacteria on the outside of the avocado can travel to the inside the moment your knife cuts through the skin. And because avocados are so mild in flavor, they can hide signs of spoilage. So here's what to do. Wash your avocado under cold running water for at least 30 seconds. Use a clean produce brush to scrub the skin gently. Always use a clean cutting board and knife. Once cut, store the remaining avocado in an airtight container. And remember, never leave cut avocado at room temperature for more than 1 hour. These small acts of care protect you far more than any supplement bottle. 4. Try the rest day approach. Give your body breathing room. Even wonderful foods can benefit from rhythm. Instead of eating avocado every single day, consider this gentle cycle. 3 days on, 2 days off, or 4 servings spread throughout the week. This gives your liver time to process compounds like persin, your digestive system time to reset, and your body a chance to tell you how it truly feels without being overwhelmed. Think of it like this. Even the most nourishing relationships need space to breathe. Your food is no different. 5. Tune in to how you feel. Your body is the final expert. At this stage of life, no internet article or food label can know your body better than you do. Try keeping a simple food journal for 2 weeks. Write down when you ate avocado, how much, what you paired it with, and how you felt afterward. Energy, digestion, sleep, mood. You might uncover powerful patterns. I sleep better when I eat it with leafy greens. I get bloated when I have it in smoothies. I do great on 2 days a week, but not 4. That's not guessing. That's wisdom. That's you. Taking your health gently into your own hands. So now that you've relearned how to eat the avocado, the right amount, the right timing, the safest prep, one question remains. Is it still worth it? In the next chapter, we'll come full circle and rediscover just how powerful this fruit can be when it's honored, not overdone. So, after everything, is it still worth it? After all the warnings, the whispers from your body, the science behind the seeds, is the avocado still a friend? The answer is yes, but not the kind of yes that comes from habit or headlines. Not the yes of everyone says it's healthy. It's the kind of yes that comes after deep listening. A yes that comes after you've asked the right questions. A yes that comes not from fear, but from understanding. Because when you truly understand avocados, when you give them space, when you portion them with love, when you prepare them safely and eat them slowly, they become what they were always meant to be. A gift, a gentle tool, a quiet source of strength. Avocados don't demand to be superfoods. They don't need to be on your plate every day to make a difference. Like the best friends in life, they're most powerful when they're welcomed with balance, not dependency. They help your heart. They nourish your brain. They protect your eyes. They amplify the nutrients of the foods you eat them with, but only if you meet them halfway. Only if you stop seeing them as a fix-all and start seeing them as part of a conversation with your body, one that changes as you age. So how do we take all this information, all this clarity, and turn it into a practice we can live with gently every day? In the final chapter, I'll give you a simple roadmap to follow, a compassionate guide to incorporating avocados into your life with confidence, wisdom, and peace. Because knowledge is only powerful when it becomes habit. Let's make it simple. Let's make it healing. We've come full circle. From Joe's quiet morning routine, to the science few people talk about, to the whispers of your body and the path back to balance. And now you know the truth. Even something as gentle as an avocado can turn harmful if we stop listening. That's the danger. Not the fruit itself, but our silence, our assumptions, our habits that outlive our awareness. But here's the hope. You don't have to be afraid of food. You just have to be curious, attentive, open. Because when you eat with presence, when you ask your body what it needs, when you adjust with compassion, even the smallest food can become medicine again. So if this video opened your eyes, even just a little, if it made you rethink something you never questioned before, if it reminded you that wisdom comes not from what you eat, but how you live, then please don't keep it to yourself. Share this with your mom, your dad. Share it with someone who eats avocado every day and thinks they're doing everything right. Share it with someone who's felt off and couldn't explain why. You might be giving them the answer they've been searching for, or the warning they didn't know they needed, or the peace that comes from finally understanding their body. If this touched your heart, or helped your mind, or simply made you feel more informed, please give it a like, leave a comment, and most importantly, share it with someone you love. Because healing doesn't happen alone. It happens in community. One quiet truth at a time.